calls to ban a prominent anti-vaccine campaigner from entering the country.
And a foreign speaker is coming to Australia to spread dangerous lies to a vulnerable public. But Sherri Tenpenny's no terrorist. She's an anti-vaccination campaigner. Here's why many Aussies want to keep her out of the country.
This woman and the groups that she's associated with are quite simply a danger to Australian lives, and particularly a danger to the lives of Australians' children.
Let's be really clear. There's no evidence that vaccines cause any conditional illness. And there's abundant evidence that vaccines have saved hundreds of millions of lives.
This is one of those cases where, on the one hand, you've got science, and on the other hand, there really isn't another hand.
We know from years and years of research and thousands of publications that vaccines are overwhelmingly safe and effective.
But if the science is so clear, why are science advocates afraid to let anti-vaccination campaigner Sherri Tenpenny speak?
When you're a new parent, you are very vulnerable to the information that's out there because you really do want to do the best by your child.
Of course, parents have the right to be concerned about a medical procedure, but overwhelmingly they need access to accurate science-based information, and this is not what they will get from Dr Tenpenny.
The problem with Tenpenny's message is it doesn't just affect her followers. Vaccine refusal leads to dangerous outbreaks. Just today we learned 2 children and a 35-year-old man contracted measles at a Melbourne graduation ceremony.
The Minister for Immigration has the right to refuse entry into this country for someone who might pose a danger to our society, and that is exactly what this woman does.
This is not so much an issue of freedom of speech, it's an issue of public health. And the people most at risk from this misinformation will be children who may get sick and in extreme cases could die.
What do you think about letting her into the country, Adam?
No, I don't think she should come. I've seen some people arguing on Facebook, this is free speech, she should be able to come and say, your free speech ends at the point that my kids could get dangerously ill.
It makes me so angry. It's such a first world issue. Like, there's people in the third world that would do anything to have access to the vaccines that some people are going, oh, I don't know, they might cause, you know, autism, when there is no proof that they cause autism. Like, there's nothing. There's no scientific evidence, as Jamila said there, but yet we allow the debate to continue.
I agree with Adam. Our kids don't get the vote, so we need to protect them, and they're at risk more than anyone else. So.
I mean, I don't have kids myself, but I may be a compromised position. Say she can come on a boat, she'll never get here. Alison Gaylard's children got whooping cough because other parents didn't vaccinate their children. She lives in Mullumbimby, which has the lowest vaccination rate in New South Wales, and she's so passionate, she started her own pro-vaccination group. Alison, tell us your story.
I didn't have to address the subject of vaccination until 2006, when I had my first child, and I then discovered that I was living in an area where a number of people choose not to vaccinate, and I really couldn't understand it. I was always going to vaccinate. I was quite shocked, and I had my second in 2009. In 2012, they both contracted whooping cough. They were fully vaccinated for their ages. The reason they caught whooping cough is the herd immunity here is just so low that there's no herd protection. Herd immunity is when a certain percentage of the population of the area that you're living in are vaccinated, and then it stops all those bugs and germs and viruses penetrating in and causing an outbreak. And
how high does the herd immunity need to be for it to be effective?
Well, ideally, you'd need a minimum of 95%.
I believe, Alison, that you also live quite an alternative lifestyle, that you believe in a lot of the things that, you know, your other friends and people living in that area do, but this is one issue where you just don't think there is any debate on. No,
that's right. Back in 2006, with my first child, she ate nothing but organic produce. I used cloth nappies, amber teething necklaces. You know, I just want to show people that no matter what your lifestyle is, be it how you live your life, what you do with your life, who you pray to, doesn't matter, you can still vaccinate.
Alison, thanks so much for speaking to us tonight.
Thank you.